These women are ruining Star Wars. Over the years, you have probably noticed a subtle change in Star Wars.
Power of one, the power of two, the power of many.
Okay, maybe not so subtle. Over the years, you may have noticed a significant change to Star Wars, and it comes down to 3 elements, and it all leads back to these women and their woke ideology. Let's explore how these women continually ruin the franchise we love. Hello and welcome to Star Wars Grandmoff. I am the Grandmoff, and today I'm going to be exploring the fundamental reasons why Star Wars is not what it once was. This is broken into 3 elements for me, and it is the fault of these women in Star Wars. Before we get into that, I just hit 1,000 subscribers and my goal is to reach 5,000 soon. Hopefully you can help with that journey by hitting that subscribe button. Do it. 1. Message over story. The storytelling in recent Star Wars is very brain dead.
Steel or laser are no threat to them. Are no threat to them.
The message always comes first. This needs to stop.
What's that? This puzzle. Is he or they with us?
For those unaware, the message is a political ideology or view that the creators and Disney have, which is a far left woke ideology that also discriminates against white men, but we'll talk about that in the next section. I've made a whole video on story over message, so you can feel free to check that out for more details. Number 2, hiring people because of their ideology. Disney discriminates against people because of their skin colour and gender. If you need proof, here it is.
Certainly, there have been times where, there's no way we're hiring a white male person.
Just kind of unspoken.
There are times when it's spoken, but
How would they say it?
there's no way we're hiring a white male person.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.
No! It's just dumb.
If you are a white male, Disney will not hire you. If you are the type of person to say, well, you can't be racist against white people, let's pull up a definition. Over to you, AI Alex.
Thank you, Grandmoff. I am so glad to be back. The definition reads: adjective, characterized by or showing prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism against a person or people on the basis of their membership of a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
This is not hiring people because of their racial group. But what about the end of the definition where it says typically? This does not mean just those groups. However, those groups are often more referred to when talking about this particular topic and the definition. There is a big difference between typically and solely. You may also say you can't be sexist against men. Well, you can, but I'm not going to go through this all again. Just Google it for yourselves, use logic and reasoning, and if we're not on the same page by now, we probably never will be. Now that we've covered who they won't hire, let's talk about who they do hire. It is no secret that Disney hires people who have extreme left-wing agendas. Look at these 2 directors. When hiring a director, what do you think you should look for? Well, the things that I would look for is, well, skill, of course, experience, and knowledge of the subject matter. In this example, we're talking about Star Wars. Director number 1, a Canadian Pakistani journalist, filmmaker, and political activist known for her work in films that highlight gender equality against women. Do you think this fits Star Wars, or do you think it fits the message? Director number 2, an American filmmaker and TV director, screenwriter and playwright. She wrote and directed the play and 2012 film Bachelorette. Okay, let's look this up. Oh, it did terribly. Okay, next. The 2015 film Sleeping with Other People. It had mixed reviews, but it's better than the other film. So she directed 2 rom-coms, one with mixed reviews and one with bad reviews. All of the stuff we've talked about so far stems down. It seeps down from this point, the direction, and the person giving the direction. The direction and the hiring all comes from one woman. I am convinced that if Kathleen Kennedy is not removed from her position as the head of Lucasfilm at Disney, there will be no change. Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, is the only one who can make this happen. If he does, and replaces her with someone who understands Star Wars, then we could see a new era of peace. But all these choices spider and web out from her. If she didn't hire these directors,
This is more outward.
I think it's canon that R2-D2 is a lesbian.
they wouldn't hire these actors, and we wouldn't have this.
The power of one. The power of two. The power of many.
If you enjoyed this video, then you may also enjoy this one on screen. And if you've got this far, then hit that subscribe button and join us as we try and make it to 5,000 subscribers. I have been the Grandmoff, and you may fire when ready.